Assalamualaikum. My name is Rosa. I am 27 years old this year. I used to be a Buddhist before this until I reverted I have a degree in psychology. I used to have a lot of interest in particularly the world religion subject. That is why I was open to learning about other religions, including Islam and also other religions. I worked a couple of years before I met my husband, and now I'm married. I got to know my husband about 4 years ago. We started off as friends. He's a born Muslim. We were both conscious about if we took the relationship to the next level, that would mean I would have to convert. It was a very mature relationship. We both decided that I should learn more about Islam. I started attending talks, seminars organized by IPSI. We did a lot of, I would say, homework. For myself, to learn more about Islam and basically to see if, this is something that I can accept. And I have to say that my husband was probably the key person that made me fall in love with Islam. He's a very good representation of a Muslim, and that made me even more curious to learn about Islam. Almost every week I would attend classes with him, and so as the other seminars organized by IPSI. Slowly from there I learned a lot, and I had my curiosities, my questions answered in class every week. The religion is not like what it portrays by people. I think it's really beautiful if you learn the religion from the core itself, from the foundation of the religion itself. I was very thankful then that I had IPSI. I still have IPSI and my husband to guide me, because there's a lot more things that I need to learn. But the journey of learning has been good. I feel like anything that I need to know has been answered over here. I know that I can always come here to get my answers, or from the Quran. After about a year and a half, 2 years being with my husband then, when we were dating, I felt that Islam isn't as what people portray, what most Muslims portray, or what some Muslims portray. It's definitely a lot more beautiful than what people show. So I thought, why not, And my husband and I decided to move to the next step. We got married, and ever since then and still now, I am learning. I have so much more to learn. I don't think knowledge is ever enough, and especially in a religion, in this way of life. We have to constantly seek knowledge. I honestly have to thank IPSI for everything that they have done for me, providing me classes, providing me knowledge from the basics till answering my questions, constantly being there to guide me and other reverts until now. Anytime. Through my classes, Brother Kamaruddin, who conducts these classes every week, he has taught me so much, had my questions, and sometimes issues that are, that are in the midst of debating in the media, things that sparked my curiosities. Yeah, he helped me so much. I'm really thankful that IPSI is a platform for reverts like myself to come to anytime, without feeling ever being judged, not accepted, and outcast. Yeah, this is like a family for people like us. Through these classes as well, through IPSI's organization, I had the opportunity to attend many other lectures, talks, and I can't remember all, but I specifically really enjoyed and I learned a lot from talks by Sheikh Hussein Yi, Sheikh Nuruddin Lamu, scholars which I had the opportunity to attend, but I can't remember the names. They're amazing. What IPSI does in having them over to conduct all these talks for free, I think it's so beneficial, and it's more than what reverts like myself can ask for. It's really an honor to attend all these classes, and I really have to thank IPSI up till now for being here, for being my family, for being this platform to guide all of us reverts and also born Muslims, always providing classes for us. I cannot thank them enough. So previously I was a Buddhist. No, I wasn't really much a practitioner. Sorry, I wasn't really much of a practitioner then. Like I said, it was teachings of Buddha, and yeah, it was really good until I think something better came along, and we may call it destiny. God reaching out to us. God reaching out to me through my husband. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, sometimes life takes its own course. Ever since I got to know of Islam, I learned a lot, definitely. It's also a total different way of living. Although I wouldn't say I'm the best representation of a Muslim person, I do try my best in practicing and living what the Islamic way of life should be. How do I feel after converting and being a Muslim now? What I've learned so far, so much kindness, so much compassion, so much values in Islam that probably a lot of us sometimes would have overlooked and get more focused on other things, what other media talks about. I've learned a lot of compassion really throughout this 1.5 years. How peaceful this religion actually is. I mean, if you really study and you really understand, it is very peaceful, but in the contrary, what has been portrayed and what has been shown outside is different. But I really like what I learn now. I mean, to my pace. I practice to my capacity, but I really like what I learn now. It's something that binds my family, my husband and I together, and how we are remembered of God always in all our actions. He's always watching us, looking after us, guiding us. I think it's a comfort. It's a comfort knowing that you are loved, you are shown mercy and compassion, that He cares for all of us. Of course, in terms of food, the salahs, the fasting, the different way of lifestyle, yeah, it definitely changed after that, but that's not really the big issue here, really. What's fun and what is most interesting is really to understand and to feel the love of God, how He reaches out through us, to us, and what kind of experiences or journeys that He brings us to, because I believe each and every one of us, born Muslim and more so for reverts, we come to know about God in different ways. In different ways, He's so great that He touches us through feelings, through His, some of them have amazing hidayahs. Yeah, I think when you feel Him, it makes life a lot more purposeful. You live with a purpose. Thank you. There's one particular verse that I find a lot of peace and understanding, a lot of tolerance in, is, I say it in English because I can't read Arabic yet. To you, your religion, to me, mine. Being a revert, now that I'm embracing a whole new way of life, it's definitely towards a more purposeful way of living, in understanding and feeling the love of God. But with that being said, I also have families and friends who are non-Muslims, and I still have my mother who lives with me, with my husband, and she's a non-Muslim. So I always believe that the beauty of a religion shines and it illuminates more when you coexist with other religion, and how beautiful it is when you when you show tolerance and compassion towards the other religion, because we all can coexist together. My mom is a non-Muslim, but she respects us, you know, everything, all kinds of food at home, she makes sure that they're halal. And she understands that sometimes when we pray, you know, she doesn't come in the room, she doesn't call us. It's really beautiful, you know, sometimes when we attend certain kanduris, how, you know, how multiracial it is. And when different religions coexist, that's when you see how beautiful that, you know, and how accepting that Islam is and how other religion is. Actually, I find that, you know, yeah, this verse, to you your religion, to me mine, if only we all practice it, the world is going to be a very peaceful place.